Fair the cabin walls were gleaming in the sunlight's golden glow, on that lovely April morning near 100 years ago, when upon that humble threshold stood the young wife Margery Gray, with her fearless blue eyes glancing down the lonely forest way. In her arms a laughing baby with its father's dark hair played, as he lingered there beside them, leaning on his trusty spade. I am going to the wheat lot with a smile, said Robert Gray. Will you be too lonely, Margery, if I leave you all the day? Then she smiled a cheerful answer ere she spoke a single word, and the tone of her replying was as sweet as any bird. No, she said, I'll take the baby and go stay with Anna Brown. You must meet us there, dear Robert, ere the sun has quite gone down. Thus they parted, strong and sturdy, all the day he labored on, digging up the fertile acres from the stubborn forest one, till at length the shadows told him that the sun was in the west. On his homeward way he started, whispering, now for home and rest. But when he reached the clearing of his friend a mile away, neither wife nor child were waiting there to welcome Robert Gray. She is safe at home, said Anna, for she left an hour ago. It is strange I did not meet her, came the answer swift and low. Back he sped, but night was falling, and the way he scarce could see. Here and there his feet were guided onward by some deep-gashed tree. But when he reached the cabin, dark and desolate it stood, cold the hearth, the windows rayless, in the stillest solitude. With a murmured prayer, a shudder, and a cry of anguish wild, through the forest he went running, calling for his wife and child. Soon the scattered settlers gathered from the clearings far and near, and the lonely woods resounded with their voices rising clear. Torches flared and fires were kindled, and the horn's long peal rang out, but only echoes answered to the hardy woodman's shout. All in vain their sad endeavor, night by night and day by day, for no sign nor token found they of the child or Margery Gray. Woe, woe for pretty Margery with the baby on her arm. On her homeward way she started, thinking nothing that could harm. With a lip and brow untroubled, with a heart at utter rest, through the forest she went singing to the baby on her breast. But in sudden terror, pausing, gazed she round in blank dismay. Where were all the white-scarred hemlock pointing out the lonely way? God of mercies, she had wandered from the pathway, not a tree giving mute but friendly warning could her straining vision see. Twilight deepened into darkness, and the stars came out on high. All was silent in the forest, save the owl's low brooding cry. Round about her at the midnight stealthy shadows softly crept, and the babe upon her bosom closed its tired eyes and slept. Then a shout, and in the distance she could see a torch's gleam. But alas, she could not reach it, and it vanished like a dream. Another shout, and then another, but she shrieked and sobbed in vain, rushing wildly towards the presence she could never gain. Oh, the days so long and dreary, oh, the nights more dreary still. More than once she heard the sounding of the horn upon the hill. More than once a smouldering fire in some sheltered nook she found, and she knew her husband's footprint close beside it on the ground. Dawned the fourth relentless morning, and the sun's unpitying eye looked upon the haggard mother, looked to see the baby die. All night long its plaintive moaning wrung the heart of Margery gray. All day long her bosom cradled a pallid thing of clay. 3 days more she bore it with her on her weary, toilsome way, till she knew that she must leave it in the forest for to stay. Till she knew that she must leave it in the forest for to sleep, where the prowling wild beasts only watch above its grave could keep. Down she sat beside that grave for how long she never knew, with the prayers her mother taught her to the dear All-Father true, till the sky turned brass above her, till all the earth seemed dim, and all her prayers and pleading brought no answer down from him. But at length the stern life tyrant bade her take her burden up, to her lips so pale and shrunken press again the bitter cup. Up she rose, still tramping onward through the forest far and wide, till the Mayflowers bloomed and perished, and the sweet June roses died, till July and August brought her fruit and berries from their store, till goldenrod and aster told her summer was no more, till the maples and the birches donned their robes of red and gold, till the birds were flying southward and the days were growing cold. One chill morning in October, when the trees were brown and bare, through the streets of ancient Charlestown, with a strange, bewildered air, walked a gaunt and pallid woman, whose disheveled locks of brown o'er her naked breasts and shoulders in the wind were streaming down. Wandering glances fell upon her, women veiled their modest eyes, as they slowly ventured near her, drawn by pitying surprise. "'Tis some crazy one," they whispered, back her tangled locks she tossed. "O kind souls, take pity on me, for I am not mad, but lost." Then she told her piteous story in a strange, disjointed way, and with cold white lips she murmured, "Take me home to Robert Gray." But the river, said they pondering, "We are on the other side. How crossed you the rapid waters? Deep the torrent is and wide." But she said she had not crossed it in her strange erratic course. She had wandered to the northward till she reached its fountain source in the dark Canadian forest, and then blindly tramping on through the steep New Hampshire valleys, her bewildered feet had gone. Oh, the joy bells sweet, they're ringing on the frosty autumn air. Oh, the boats across the waters, how they leaped the tale to bear. Oh, that wondrous golden sunset on that blessed October day, when the weary wife was folded to the heart of Robert Gray.